new from 88, films from 1970, is Violent City, a police-techie starring Charles Bronson, Telly Savalas, and wait for it, Jill Ireland. Always a surprise to see her pop up in a Bronson movie, and this is a phenomenal movie, absolutely tremendous. Cannot rate it highly enough. That's just straight off the bat. I just utterly adored this one right from the start. Directed by Sollima, who has done some special films himself. This one particularly is terrific, and I thought I was getting something a little bit simpler than what it actually turned out to be.
Whenever I'm with you, I always end up in the middle of blood and violence.
Well, it happens. The whole city is full of blood and violence. You only see it when you're with me.
So you get Bronson, who's playing Jeff, who is a hitman, who at the start of this one is intertwined with Jill Ireland's character. They are on holiday, they're having an affair of some sort, when they suddenly start to get chased. He dumps Ireland out the car, goes in a cat and mouse game, and ultimately flees away, only being stopped by a friend, who then shoots him. We follow our character as he's in jail, recovering, gets out of jail, goes looking for two things: the people that set him up and the woman. And that's what I thought we were getting. The tale of this hitman Jeff as he goes his utter carnage looking for revenge, and for the most part it begins to play out that way.
Well, all you have to know is that I fired in self-defense.
We start to meet lots of other little characters who feel like throwaway parts, but actually become something much bigger in the grandeur of this story. And at the heart of this one, you've got an engaged Charles Bronson, you've got Jill Ireland with one of her best performances within a Bronson-Ireland partnership movie.
Oh, women, they're so beautiful. You know, they could be the biggest whores in the world, and yet they insist on propriety, on keeping up appearances.
You get Telly Savalas, who pops up in the final half as a mob boss who's just larger than life, chewing the scenery, and is almost malicious in just everything that he does. And you get a wonderful twisting, turning tale that's expertly put together. Now, one of the things that I really liked about this one was the editing and the way that the story is structured within this. It doesn't give you all the information, it drip feeds it to you, and just when you think you have everything, it takes a left turn and there is a wild twist that I never saw coming that just adds to it. On top of this, you've got a phenomenal Morricone soundtrack that is very memorable, very propulsive, and really adds to the whole atmosphere of the film itself, creating wonderful action and tension, and just leaving you with a score that is wonderful. Bronson, like I said, is super engaged here. He's a character who's driven for revenge and vengeance, who is also torn apart by love and looking for the woman that he's after, who discovers things that he wishes he could undo. He tries to do the things that he's supposed to do and he can't quite manage it, but he does get the revenge that he's after many times in the movie. And even when you get to the end of the movie and there's a kind of solemn finale, it felt fitting for what happened with the characters, and I just loved it. The action is terrific, the car chases, the fighting, the word swordplay that we have in this one, the verbal sparring is particularly brilliant. I think Jill Ireland's character in this one is the best that she has. I've probably seen her play, because it's a character that I was never sure of her machinations, never sure what she was up to, and how she was working her angles throughout the movie as well.
Oh, Jeff, it's disgusting living with him, sleeping with him, feeling his heavy, greasy body on top of me.
This is an absolute thumper of a movie. This is probably the favourite police-techie that I've seen recently. I just utterly loved this one. I found it to be so memorable, so wonderful in just every possible way. I didn't want to give too much of the story away in this one because I feel that it's just terrific. It is a Bronson revenge thriller, but it's so much more in that as well. And this one comes with an absolute host of extras as well. We've got the 4K remaster, which does look amazing. We've got an alternate 2K remaster of Violent City as well. We've got Italian and English subtitles. We have got an audio commentary by Bronson expert Paul Talbot. Disc 2 houses a shorter US cut of the movie called The Family, which I didn't watch. I stuck to the 4K remaster of Città, Violenta, which had some moments where it was, I kind of went for the English dub on this one, where it was English and then it would go into Italian because it was scenes that were added in that weren't in the main cut, but it was great. Shooting Violent City, an interview with director Sergio Sollima. Violent Sollima, an interview with Italian cinema expert Eugenio Ercolani. An Important Friendship, an interview with Pier Paolo De Sanctis. Conversations on Violent City by Eurocrime director Mike Malloy. Original trailer, the family TV spots, so much more. It's a packed disc, but more than that, it is an amazing movie that I want to talk more about. I want to spoil, I want to get into the intricacies, I want to watch it again. I don't know whether I want to watch the family cut or whether I want to go back and watch Città Violenta again. That version, that was my preferred, well, that's my first version that I've seen of it. I thought it was pretty much perfect. I don't know if any of the other ones are going to build on that or be as good. I would love to know your thoughts on this movie. It's spectacular. There's more content up here if you want to see more. Let me know your thoughts in the comment box below. Hit that like button if you love Bronson, Policia Techies, or just stunning releases that come out of nowhere that you've never heard of, that just blow you away. And of course you can join the membership program or the Patreon program. If you're so inclined, I would appreciate it if you would do that because it really helps support the channel. And my goodness, you have to have this in your collection. It is phenomenal. One of my favourite discoveries this year. Perfect.